what it is. It's your boy LB, back at Box Talk, Box Corner. It's been a minute. I miss my peoples. You know, I've been watching the fights, watching the new fighters coming up. So, you know, we want to talk about some of the things that we have on the horizon in our great sport of boxing. The manly art of self-defense. You know, so I got my notes here. We're going to go over some of the big fights, keys to victories. We're going to keep this short. We ain't going to run on. So, Anthony Joshua versus Deonte Wilder. Of course, we got to start at the heavyweights, the big boys. This is, you know, what can you say? The man asked for $50 million. Deonte does some movement, makes the phone call to Al Heyman, the ghost. $50 million pops up, and then Eddie Hearns wants to talk about, he wants to make sure where the money came from. Now, we all know these guys ain't drug dealers. We know the money is right. So it's looking like here, it's looking like Anthony Joshua is scared to meet Deonte Wilder. And even if he isn't, he's giving off the impression that he is by the moves that he's making. And as a heavyweight, you never want to give off this impression, because the facts of the matter is this: Anthony Joshua has more pieces of the heavyweight division than Deonte, so why wouldn't you want to go take that chip away from this man and unify? So because of that, we know there's something going on in their camp. And, you know, we all here to talk about Deonte is not technical enough, and he's kind of wild. This is true, but this is the heavyweight divisions. These men don't have to be Floyd Mayweather. One punch ends the fight. And when it comes down to fighting, there's also something known as dog. And looking at it, Anthony Joshua has a poodle, and Deonte Wilder has a cane corso on rabies. So we know how that fight can turn out. Next fight, Errol Spence versus Crawford. Bud Crawford. Now, everybody wants this fight. I love both of these men. I really don't want to see this fight happen because I really like both of these men. But I also believe Terrence Crawford is skilled enough to meet Errol Spence and give him some problems. Keyword, some problems. I just believe that Errol Spence is just too big. He's a bigger fighter, and he's too skilled, man. Like, you know, there's a time when physics comes into the game, and we all want to believe in magic, but physics matter, and the man is just too big. He's too skilled, so I don't really see it happening. As far as a victory for Bud Crawford, love him to death, though. Then we have Lomachenko and Davis. Now, after the Loma fight with Linares, I know we can say that if Tank would have hit him with that hand, he would have never made it out, even though he was gifted because there was only 10 seconds left in the round. So let's say Deonte Davis was in Linares' corner. He was in his place at that moment. Lomachenko would have still made it out that round and could have caused problems. Now, the problem with this fight here is Lomachenko's IQ is way high, and this is many problems to Devontae Davis, who does have to punch to put him down. And what we can take away from the Linares fight is that the Matrix can be found. He's not every bullet. One bullet found him and knocked him down. So if Linares can find him, Tank can find him, and that could be a big problem for Lomachenko. So the keys to victory: Deonte Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. For Anthony Joshua, make it a close fight. Don't give him too much room. For Deonte Wilder, dog him. He's not ready. Put the aggression on him. Make him break down. Errol Spence versus Crawford. For Errol, body shots, walk him down. You know, he likes to switch hitters, so you know, walk him down, make him fight you as a southpaw, and walk him down, body shots, rip him apart. For Crawford, box him. Stay on the outside. Use your high boxing IQ to keep him away from you as much as you can, and maybe take it to him late in the later rounds. But for most of the rounds, stay on the bicycle. Lomachenko versus Davis. For Loma, you know, be the Matrix. Outsmart him. You're too smart. 465 fights, 2 gold medals. Your high IQ is way smart. Outthink him, because we could all see that Tank Davis does have mental problems as far as staying focused and keeping the course. When he is focused, he's a problem. But when you have to say when he is focused, means that at times he cannot be focused, and that can be used against him. For Tank, you got the big punch. You know, he likes to do that angle change, take a half a step backwards, change the angle, bomb him, put the tank on him. You know, the man is knocking out middleweights in sparring, so you know what that means. You know, Loma's 130 something. So if Tank can knock out a middleweight, put them hands on him, but use the half step backwards because you're a southpaw. Use the half step backwards and catch him on that. So it's your boy LB, Box Talk, Box Corner, giving out the facts. I tried to keep it 3 minutes, but sorry people, it went too long. Holla at your boy. I'll be back.